We wrap up this week on a hopeful note as we talk to the next generation of journalists about news literacy. So welcome Brianna Schubert, editor-in-chief of the UWM Post at UW Milwaukee, and Benjamin Wells, executive news editor at the Marquette Wire at Marquette University. Thank you both for joining us. And Brianna, let me start with you. When we talk about news and news literacy, why is this so important?
It's so important because it helps us to be able to formulate our own opinions about all of the information that we're taking in this world, because the information is so saturated and there's so much out there.
And Benjamin, there's a lot of news to consume these days. How you might consume news is different than how I might consume news. So what is the best way to increase news literacy among all these news consumers, do you think?
Well, really, I think you just have to doubt everything. Never take anything at surface value. We always try to get more than one source for every story, get several different viewpoints. It's really the goal to make sure you get the complete story, not just a story that might agree with your views.
Yeah, ask questions and then verify those answers. Brianna, I can't imagine any journey for journalists more than your generation has heard this term fake news and how it's become so prominent. So how has that changed your outlook on journalism?
Yeah, it's wanted me to be an even better journalist going forward and just be able to make sure that we're always having credible sources and sources from all sides of the story to just give the best information out there to people. And I really respect all the journalists who are trying to do that now, and I hope that I get to do that as well.
So do you have that conversation with others in your classroom? I mean, is this a topic that they all ask about?
Yeah, last semester especially, we would look at current news stories and analyze them to make sure that they were looking at all the different points of view. And we also looked at a lot of the codes of ethics at different news stations to see how that plays into it as well, and things like that.
So Benjamin, for yourself there, what empowers you to make journalism better? What are you learning at Marquette to help make you a better journalist?
Oh my gosh. I mean, really everything that is going on right now. I had a professor, Professor Anna Gardner. She told me that journalism is one of the most patriotic jobs that you can have. And that really just inspires me, is that information is so incredibly valuable. And I believe that every single journalist out there, whether they're a student or a professional, has to maintain that responsibility to the threshold of information.
But do you find, are you getting pushback from others like, wow, do you really want to get into journalism, Benjamin?
Honestly, I do hear that a lot. And every time I do hear that, I give them an emphatic yes. I absolutely love this career, and I see a lot of hope in this career.
Yeah, I agree with you. You've got to have that passion, and I hear that in both of your voices. So thank you very much for sharing your story and your experience. Take care. All right, find more information online at tmj4.com/news literacy and put your media literacy knowledge to the test with a news literacy quiz.